Picture perfect for baseball. Definitely a good night, John. Just got to bring a cover up and you'll be good to go. Taking a look at the monthly temperature readings here. We're almost at 6 degrees minus where we should be. We'll make up for that because we have a steady climb. And in terms of precipitation, we're at a surplus, over 2 inches above average. Certainly a much needed change because we've been dry. So we got plenty of rain throughout your month of October so far. But here's the deal. We have this high pressure that is in control. Eventually, it's going to give way to this little minor pesky system, if you will. We do have that cold front. It's on the weaker side. It's really not packing a whole lot of moisture. Those sprinkles are trying to get through. They're really not going to make it. And that front will kind of fizzle out. It'll die down. It'll subside. But here's the deal. Once we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, you'll definitely feel the warmth. It's like we want to get back to spring, but we'll come close. One thing is for sure, though, we'll have a change in that wind direction and wind speeds. In fact, we are more westerly right now, but eventually we'll have a high that's going to come through, and that return flow will allow for those winds to come out of the southwest, which means milder air. Taking a look, it gets a little bit breezy ahead of this next system that we're tracking. So there's that high I'm talking about, and that return flow, more of a southerly flow. So it'll be seasonably mild or seasonably warm with temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s as we head into Thursday. But the caveat to all of this is that later in the day on Thursday, some showers will start to spark off ahead of this frontal boundary. It does get a little bit intense at times during the overnight period. Some lingering showers as we head into Friday morning and even in the early afternoon. In terms of any severe weather, really not seeing much of that now, but there could be some flooding along with this because preliminary totals say that we could get over an inch in the city. Belmar, Montgomery, these isolated totals could mean some flooding in spots. And remember, we had a whole lot of rain recently, so the ground is still pretty much saturated. It hasn't been too dry. Here's a look now. Temperatures in the low 60s, and we still got 62 in Islip, 57 now. We've come down a bit in Newburgh. Overnight lows back into the 30s and 40s. Again, you definitely want to cover up those plants. It's still considered growing season. We'll be just shy of 70, it looks like, in Islip. So a chilly one for tonight. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast, and then not so chilly with the days ahead. We'll be bottoming out into the 50s and 60s and 60s and 70s for our highs. So plenty of sunshine to look forward to tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, a little on the chilly side, but we make up for it on Tuesday night. It'll be seasonably warm or seasonably mild, if you will, maybe even slightly above average, 52 Tuesday night into Wednesday. And then we crack that 70-degree mark. It looks like we have a good chance on Thursday. A dry start, but a wet finish. And then the opposite for your Friday as we anticipate a little bit more in the way of a cool down. So temperatures getting back into the low 60s to mid 60s and really feeling like fall. We'll send it back over to you, John.